Hey everybody, welcome back to Video Game Esoterica, and guess what? It is December 1st and the Christmas season is in full effect, and I've got a bunch of different holiday themed videos for you guys this month, and I'm going to be giving away something from my personal collection as well a little bit later in December, so stay tuned for that. But to start off, we're playing probably the best Christmas themed game that was ever accidentally made, and that is going to be Blue Stinger. But before we get too far involved, if you could do me a huge favor, go down below, hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. It's the best Christmas gift you guys can give me. But the reason I'm talking about Blue Stinger is it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense as why it's a Christmas game, and if you don't want to watch 5 minutes to get to that point, you can fast forward to 5:02, but this is a game that accidentally became a Christmas classic. As far as the game itself is concerned, it is weird as all hell, but it's actually a lot of fun. It gets kind of like middling, 70, 75 score reviews because it's a little bit janky, it's a little bit strange, but it's got charm in spades. And as far as why I include it for my first episode on Christmas, you guys will see shortly, but spoiler alert, a lot of the game takes place at Christmas time. But what is the game? It's basically a survival horror game for the Dreamcast, and it was one of the launch titles, but it's got such a weird cast of characters and strange enemies and storylines that it's just one of those games that it's almost so bad it's good. And there you go, you pick up a can of Hassy, and that is just iconic to this game. It actually ends up being an Ill Bleed as well, another game made by these creators, and their entire MO was just to make really strange games that were also actually really fun. Because how often do you kill a zombie monster crab man with a spin kick like Chuck Norris, and then all of a sudden it just starts raining coins? It's just what the game does. You kind of have to just, suspend your belief and say, that's what's going to happen. But now you're going to be introduced to the best character in video game history. Not just for this game, but for any game ever. And I'll let you listen to his intro because it's just that fun, and I'll be back in about 20 seconds.
That was close.
Thanks for helping me. My name is Elliot G. Ballade.
Where's Tim?
Well, who are you?
Dogs. I'm a captain of the SS Deanna. I can't let a wimp like you go alone.
Whatever.
And that, folks, is Dogs Bower. He's my favorite character in all of gaming. He has the weirdest lines of dialogue, the inflections way off. He loves drinking and swearing, and that's just what he does. And I just love this game for the charm of that, because it is just... It's a good game, but it fights you the entire way. The storyline is strange. The character designs are strange. A lot of the environments make no sense. And it just seems like it's cobbled together from a couple different ideas that they threw into the mix to make a launch game for the Dreamcast. But it's just strange enough to become infinitely charming. It's like that B movie that becomes a cult classic. And now you'll see here we have another cutscene with some great dialogue. But this game changed from its Japanese version to its North American release. In this game we have a dynamic camera, but in the Japanese version it's full static like a Resident Evil, and each game has its own different type of vibe, but I own the North American version, so that's what we're playing today. But if you want to play either or, the Japanese language is a little bit complicated to deal with because it is a survival horror game where you need to collect items, but if you can get through it, it's a completely different experience for the same game, and it's an interesting thing to play because you can get an idea of what two different games feel like even though they're the same game. But right here, I'm going to stop talking again because, again, you need to hear what Dog says because it's just hilarious. The way he delivers his lines is pure perfection, and it's not Christmas until I hear Dog say the following sort of things. So listen, and I'll be right back.
What the hell?
Over there! I can't believe it. Shooting from that far?
No shit.
And it is not Christmas until you hear Dogs Bower say no shit. And that's the first time I've actually sworn on the channel. If you knew me in real life, you know I do it a lot more, but I try not to for some reason here. But the great thing about Christmas games, Christmas movies, is that they don't actually have to be really Christmassy to be part of that tradition. And that's what I love about gaming, is that you can have your own traditions. The games you play at certain points in time, and shooting the heads off of these crab zombies right now is just something that I always think about when I think of Christmas, because I got this game for Christmas in 1999, and it's Christmas themed, and we're getting to that quite shortly. But all those things put together, the time that I got the game, the themes in the game, it just, to me, is something that I always want to play during the holiday season. And I'm sure you guys have a lot of games that are something you play at the holidays and may have nothing to do with Christmas whatsoever. But that's what I love about gaming, is we're able to make these memories and remember certain things. It's like, oh, it's December, I need to play the following games. And I would love to hear you guys tell me down below what games you play during the holiday season, because I'd be curious. But now we're transitioning to the next stage, and it becomes completely Christmas themed with this really jaunty tune. It makes no sense. The game never even really talks about the fact that it's Christmas, but you have all these happy Christmas signs, you have Santa Claus on screens, you have this fun kind of made up Christmas song in the background, and you're using a harpoon gun to shoot a head off of somebody as coins rain down onto the floor and make that coin scattering sound. And it just is so weird and so strange and so charming that I just absolutely can't help but love the game, even for all its flaws and all its strangities. Merry Christmas is everywhere. There's Christmas trees. It's fun. It's strange. I don't understand what they were going for with this game whatsoever and how it ended up being a Christmas game in a strange roundabout way. Because how often do you play a Christmas game where you shoot a head off? You just saw that harpoon gun take his head clean off. And that's what's so much fun about this. And that's why I wanted to open up our Christmas themed month of videos with this game. But I'm going to stop talking for a bit because I want you to hear the song. It's great, but I'll be right back. I'm sorry if that song's going to be stuck in your head for the rest of the month, because trust me, it's going to be stuck in my head. I have to play the game and edit the game and do the voiceover for the game, and I'll be humming that until about February, because every time I play it, it just gets completely stuck in my brain, and it will not go away. But as far as the story right now is concerned, we have to make an end run around the security gate because we need to get to Dog's favorite bar, Rat's Place, because we need a security key to continue. And that's what we're currently working on. But you have these snowmen saying White Christmas, and you have the big man himself, Santa Claus, on this animated video screen. And it's just so weird. It's so much fun. And that's what I love about this game is I can look past all the really janky mechanics, the terrible controls, the odd camera angles, and just have so much fun playing it. And that's what I love about these type of games, is that they don't have to be good to be enjoyable. And now you have this gigantic stamp rally with this really squeaky weird voice in the background, and it sounds terrible. It's annoying. I hate it, but I also love it. It's Christmas themed with holly and the bells. And why did they do this? I really have absolutely no idea what the point of a stamp rally was, except that I know in Japanese culture it's huge, so they just kind of threw it in the game. And that's what this game is. It's a mishmash of ideas and themes and songs and characters that somehow become more than the sum of their parts. What they add up to doesn't make any sense, but at the same time, it's just awesome. But that's Blue Stinger, and I really wanted to open up my Christmas-themed episodes with that. But we will have an entire month of Christmas-related games. We have some giveaways to do, some stuff out of my personal collection that I'm going to be giving away to you guys as a little holiday gift. It's not a sponsored video. It's just something I took out of the closet and decided that I wanted to give to somebody. But stay tuned for that. But if you could do me a huge favor, go down below and hit like and subscribe. It takes a lot of time to make each one of these episodes, and we have died, and that's where we're ending. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can find out when that giveaway is going to be. Short of that, thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment down below what your favorite Christmas games are, because I'd love to hear what your traditions are, because I'm sure they're completely different than mine. Short of that, happy December 1st, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.